played in scrimmages and things along those lines. Right. Could you put yourself in a situation like this? How would you react as a player? I've been told by a lot of players that once you get inside those lines, a lot of the crowd just kind of goes away.
A lot of it does go away because you put yourself in a mindset to block the crowd out, but you don't block it out 100%.
Okay.
There's a feeling out process.
So, I want to know, how do y'all feel watching Coach P?
Almost gives you an impression that there could be people in this building just not making any noise the way these guys aren't playing.
How does it feel watching Coach Pitino?
Just can't push like that, that's for sure.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at Coach P's center. Gee. Is that a Coach P roster? Okay. I'm curious to know what y'all think. Ooh. Yeah, let's go, Tim. Ooh. What station is it on? FS1. I'm probably a little behind, of course. I always make that disclaimer. But right now, it is the second half just started. Got a big old running 7-footer, 38-39. Seton Hall is up 1. Coach Pitino is running the weave and the screen, and his team is getting those rebounds and the 3-point shot off the rebound floater. Bang. Man-to-man pressure. Man-to-man pressure. Pitino's team is running. Oh, this is funny. Does this look like Louisville basketball? Let me try to figure this out. There is no way the sports gods don't make us play Iona at some point. Iona's going to be good. Especially, actually, Iona's gonna mess around and be good for real. And this bubble is probably Rick Pitino's dream. Like literally, this might be Rick Pitino. He might love the bubble more than anybody.
2-2-1 defensive set right now. The Seton Hall puts some pressure at the backcourt. Too strong.
Iona's gonna learn. Iona's gonna learn that Coach Pitino hates the 2-pointer, the mid-range game. but yeah, I know. Cardinal Camp. It is funny to see full court pressing. Oh, I was wondering how it's gonna. I mean, you almost look at the roster and say, how you get that team to Iona already? Ooh. So listen, I have to be honest. There's a little bit inside me that says I want Coach Pitino to win this, but not Seton Hall, because I want to feel good about my Seton Hall win. And if Iona just works them, dang, I want to feel good about my win. And if Coach P just busts them right off the bat, I'm gonna feel like it wasn't all that. Man-to-man pressure. Ooh, that was a travel. That's a good move. That was a big time move. Fox Sports 1 is where it's at. Am I the only one who thinks it's straight? Yeah. I mean, listen. Imagine what Kentucky was like watching Rick on the Louisville sidelines the whole time. And he actually got, jeez.
An opportunity now to extend the lead.
Charge, yep. He is playing so many. That is funny. Yeah, it's FS1. So what y'all think so far? Does it feel funny? Are you rooting for Coach Pitino at Iona? Do you wish him all the success in the world, or are you going to be jealous? I mean, or hater? Either way, like I'm okay with petty hater, and I'm okay with It does, Cody. It does. It is strange. I forgot it was on. I got a message from Steve telling me it was on, so I'm like, yeah, let me take a second to go check him out. Actually, what I was gonna do is I'm gonna check out a little bit of this. I'm probably gonna do a Western Kentucky. Actually, I was probably gonna add a Western Kentucky game watch thing or something. YouTube. Actually, no, not YouTube just yet. Hold on. Wait, is Western playing tonight? Hold on. Basketball schedule. Okay. Western Kentucky. Okay. They played. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so West Virginia, last game they played, WKU. Let me see if I can. We got a condensed version of YouTube. Let me see. WKU. Virginia.
Say hello to your fairy godmother. And long-lasting gains and feeds.
Basketball 2020. I said 200. 2020 full game. Okay, do you got a condensed? Okay, you do have a condensed version. Okay.
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sorry about that. We will copy that link. I'll tell you what we'll do next.
The team up on top, Seton Hall, of course, with the losses this year. The
Charlie New Window.
Creighton's a team that's a top 10 team right now. And look, you got
is Iona going to win their division?
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Sorry about that. Is Iona going to win their division like right off the bat? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Really consistently defend at that 3-point line. You see a little pickup right now. Out front by Molson.
Okay, we're just trying to get it set up. High press. Uh-oh.
I think that was you.
This is a tight one, 45-46. My biggest fear was to see an Iona team that I think would just like blast Louisville. Like that was what I was really worried about seeing. Let me see. Okay, I can close it over here. Hold on. Oh no, Robbie, I don't know about that. I mean, I will say this, Robbie. All of college basketball is going to be a lot more balanced. So, Michael, listen. I can kinda. Is it work? You gotta. I gotta get the whole streaming service to do that. I gotta get the monthly subscription if I want to go full stream interactive. Why am I too far behind, Michael? Did you not give up that basketball? God, I knew what you meant. EKU was in dogfight. EKU against who? Could we ever play Iona at Yum? I don't think Coach Mack would sign up for that. I mean, I would. Listen, if I coach Louisville, I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. Yes, I would. But it's a dangerous game you're playing if you do that. Listen. I thought that too, Chris. But here's the thing: with him coaching now, that's just another thing you're gonna go talk to. You're gonna go talk to the NCAA. Here's the thing too: Louisville will start a media campaign about the Rick Pitino situation. They listen. It would be a social media blitzkrieg if you get here. Listen, they're gonna start talking about it when we have to go in front of the NCAA or independent review board and all that good stuff. I mean, yeah, you're gonna. I think it helps Louisville just the way everything is changing too. Like, it makes me feel good to see him out there.
There's a lot of talent here. The interesting part about that was just weeks ago, Jim, that he was in Nigeria in the middle of a civil war. They've been taking classes.
I'm gonna find out exactly. It's. Did y'all think Rick Pitino was gonna keep that mask over his mouth while he was going? Yeah, Michael, we are gonna have to figure something out. I want to do that too. Like, I would want to totally do that. Oh my God, Rick is totally not.
There's a couple of chapters in a book right there.
Mamo inside, good position. Tickled the rim and fell away. Got a held ball. It's going to Stacey.
They're playing tough. That's what I thought, Chris. Not a no-show. I know what you mean. A show cause is what you mean. I don't know. I don't know how Rick. I don't know what he would do with this thing. I mean, it'll be a high pressure. Again, you only know Coach P's teams would be a serious. Robbie, I do appreciate that. If you have a suggestion, listen. If you make a super chat donation, please give me a suggestion. Give me something to take to the show. I want to do some appreciation part. Robbie, first one on the show tomorrow. You want to put something down? You want to make a suggestion? You want to make it? Look, if you want a music playlist for tomorrow's show, give it up, and you'll get it for sure. Whoa, 52-47, Seton Hall. In my speed. I tell you what. Will we see the white suit this year? No, but I guarantee he'll have a gold one. I guarantee he will rock a gold suit at one time this year, for 100% certain. 100% certain. This is what I want to do. I want to share a screen. Chrome tab. Western Kentucky, share. I definitely want to bring that one up. Seton Hall. Coach P needs a timeout. Seton Hall's getting ready to blow Iona out the gym. Yeah, y'all knew I had to do a little bit of Western Kentucky. We got them tomorrow. I wish I could make that screen a little bigger. I know it's probably not the best viewing for everybody, but we got to check out Western Kentucky a little bit. If you didn't get a chance to watch the Western, actually, no, I can't even do that. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I can't do it. I forgot. I cannot stream. The full game live. It breaks the YouTube rules. So I'm gonna have to stick with it breaks the streaming rules. I'm gonna have to stick with the Coach Pitino Gamewatch for the moment. Listen, he is going to rock a gold suit for one game. You know what? He might not do it this year because he's trying to be all serious and he's trying to get the team's attention. But wait, Sky has you a little nervous. Wait, are we talking Western Kentucky? Are we talking Sam? Are we WKU? Okay. Oh no. Listen. I'm surprised that we are a 5-point favorite. I really don't think we should be a 5-point favorite in this game. I don't know if that's just them trying to bait in the bettors or something, but no, Western Kentucky. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the gambling money flooded in for Western Kentucky. Like anybody who saw that spread and knows anything about college basketball, they would have took Western. Does Hollingsworth play tomorrow? Yes. Listen, Michael, with the YouTube rules, if your channel is monetized, you cannot stream anybody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have to turn off monetization, or you can't be monetized to stream other people's stuff, or you got to be willing to get those copyright strikes, and you get 3 of those, and the channel getting shut down, and you're done. Like they even go back years and see if you have streamed stuff from somebody else's content. They do not mess around with especially like sports channels. They do not mess around. Like, think about it. The reason I'm muted during the show, if you get 10 seconds of somebody else's music on your channel, you're getting either your channel is gonna get like whatever video is gonna get blocked, channel's gonna get a strike. That stuff happens quick. If we don't get Sam or Nickelberry, it's gonna be tough. I don't think so, Lawrence, because I don't think Carleek would be playing full court defense like Rick wants. I don't even know if he's built to just full court press the whole time. I mean, his half court D, he would love it, but I don't know if he's built like that. Like I don't know how quick twitch he is. Ooh, good defense. He touched out of bounds. Oh, I think. Listen, if Seton Hall blows this one open, I'm gonna feel so much better. I would be surprised if our bigs play well tomorrow. What, Cody? Why? I mean, what would be the benefit of opting out if what would be the benefit of opting out if the year don't count against you anyway? Unless he's just tired of quarantining and getting tested every day. But even then, he's not gonna be playing no time soon. So Mumu Cashavelli is killing him. Unless he's just getting tired of being tested and being around the team. I mean, opting out, I wouldn't see him just totally opting out. I still think we could use a lot of work on running the break. I do think we could pick that up a little bit. Yeah, but he's not like when you say pro, like are you saying like go overseas? Like he doesn't have like NBA stock right now. I mean, he could if he comes and has a good end of the year, a good tournament, he can put himself in the conversation, but I don't know if he's athletic enough to really be in the pro conversation to like opt out, especially during the injury. I mean, he would have to get with an agent, then go like move out somewhere to go work out 24 hours. But you have better medical facilities right here and it's free. Yeah, you don't want to go to an agent and start having to pay or get in debt when you get all this medical attention for free. Solid Iona team, they're running out of gas. Solid Iona team. Yeah. Coach said Jones. Wait, Coach said Jones play like DeJuan Wade. Did he say that? Did Coach Mack really say that? I could see that, but DeJuan was so much faster, though. I mean, no, actually, he's just more athletic. He's a lot more athletic. But I do get what you're saying. The shiftiness, yeah. Yeah, DeJuan will punch on you, though. DeJuan, you won't see him. You won't see it coming. And DeJuan's finger roll game is so nice that's why he catches you slipping. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, not at all. He can shoot though. He can shoot. And again, DeJuan would always tell me, man. He said it was different because when you played with Samaki and Cliff, he said he always got open looks. You know what I'm saying? And he said it was just when you play on teams where you're getting open looks the whole time. He said you got all day to shoot the ball. So he said he wasn't really like having to be like he could work at a nice pace with real like dominant big men. Yeah, and he jumps like I won't. It's hard to compare jump shots because they're just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's different. But I know what you're saying. That's a good conversation.
You saw the position you got inside right before we went away to break.
I did want. They're playing. Okay, they are playing at the Seton Hall place. 61-47 on my screen. You weren't mad. You were shocked. You got to go get the ball. Yeah, I don't think you were mad. You were shocked if he missed. Looked like Adele with that step back. That's funny. Uh-oh. That step back. That's a nice step back. That's a tough shot, man. Golly. That's a tough shot to hit. Did they just go 19-2 and blow Iona out the water? Not blowing out the water. It's just.
They really would love to see get on track early on in the season, get his confidence going.
Yeah, Iona, they might be running out of gas. They were they were pumped at first. But to be fair, it took us a while to pull out on. To be fair, it took us a while to get rid of Prairie View. I bet Coach Pitino is going to have a blast coaching at Iona. Okay, so I think everybody's kind of getting the Iona out their system, especially if they lose. Yeah, Cash Bailey's probably going to get drafted too.
really tell his facial expression after that one.
Wraparound won't go.
Yeah, see what just happened right there. I want our young players to know you cannot let him get the ball above his waist. You can't listen, when it gets into the paint against Western Kentucky, you can't let them get the ball above their waist. The referees are going to call foul if the ball gets above the waist, but below the waist, you can get away with a lot of fouls. And they're going to have to be really, really violent and tough on the inside. It's going to be a good challenge of our toughness in this Western Kentucky game. I'm not going to go full Western Kentucky video pregame breakdown. What time is that Western Kentucky game anyway? That's good hustle. Look, Iona's going full court press too. They are going full court press. They look sloppy now. What is he doing? Wait, what is he doing? That is a nice shot. My goodness. Is this the same Seton Hall team that we was running? Yeah, that Seton Hall team is going to be really good in the Big East. That's what's funny. It really hurts that they lost their guard. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Right, full court press. Whose half court sets do you enjoy watching more, Mac or Patino's? Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of either. I'm not a big fan of either. I'm not a big fan of the sets. You know, the weave into the pick and roll, I can do without. But it's crazy because when you got players, it looks awesome. And Max looks a lot better than it did last year. Wait. No, absolutely not. A full season of Seton Hall. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't listen. Senior big man, senior European left hand big man. Dude, keep him as far away from me as possible because they're adults. Like they're hard to deal with.
Are you tired of clean? Smell clean?
Glenn.
Can stay fresh for weeks. Now that
Glenn.
Unstoppables Gamewatch scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a pack of Downy Unstoppables into your
How do I
washing
say
machine
this?
before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry with 6 times.
I know, Glenn. I don't think they always play it. I just think it's just.
If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. See, that's why I don't listen to it because it's to me. This is my personal opinion. To me, that stuff is like really disrespectful to sports, and I'm a real, you know, I really enjoy sports. And it's not just I don't, you know, what's the word for it? I don't like the trolling. I don't like the trolling for no reason stuff. Like, okay, like I'm gonna open up my show. I'm gonna do the Kentucky laugh. I'm gonna throw a little pot shot, but I'm not designing my life around trolling people. Who can I troll today? Find somebody. Hey, comb through everybody's sound. Find somebody to make fun of. You know, talk about how somebody's stupid, how this guy sucks, and that guy sucks, and that guy sucks. It's like I don't understand like what's inside of somebody that can just seek to troll. I don't understand that. Oh, 100%. 100. Listen. But I was mad at Coach Crum when he was putting me on the bench all the time. So that was my guy. But yeah, I could have, you know, I was ready to go off on him every time I got taken out the game. But that's kid stuff. But yeah, he's so smart. He knew what he was doing. Coach Crum sets. Coach Crum sets. How do you explain the high post offense? How do you explain the high post offense? How do you explain the high post offense? Okay. Well, how would I explain the high post? Yeah. Okay, you would have a court. We got right here. Pop out here. Pass it over there. Look, point guard brings it up. You pop it out. You throw it to the forward. You make a zipper cut down to the block if you're a guard, and then you post up on these guards, and you say "Mouse in the house," and then they give you the ball in the post, and then you go to work. If you ask me for my favorite play. Oh, good. Oh, you gotta shoot that. Gotta. Ooh. Ooh, is that the same Seton Hall team we played against? We got their attention. High post offense, bring your big boy. Yeah, bring your big boy pass because you have to spin everybody in the post. It's the funnest thing to do. It is the funnest thing in the world. But listen, I hated the high post offense, but it will score on anybody if you run it like you got any sense at all. I don't know, and I don't even know why I hated it. So you know what? I think I started hating it. You know why I hated the high post? Because I was listening to the media and the OGs who complained about it. So in my mind, I felt like it was the high post was the reason, the whole team wasn't scoring 100 points a game. Because that's all you heard about. Oh, man, they still running that old high post. Man, that thing works against anybody. You run it right now, it'll work. Davenport's still winning championships with high post principles. That stuff is timeless. That should have been an and one. Seton Hall does look good. Listen, I'm telling you, man, it was going to be a nightmare if Robbie, what? Where do they do that at, Robbie? Where did they do that? Like, could you imagine Robbie working at a place who just their show is made up of just making fun of everybody else's shows and opinions in the same studio? Like, how that is obsession, ain't it? Golly. Yes, young guys hate the high post offense because there are principles to the execution. High post almost looks like when you watch Duke or something. You know what I'm saying? Robbie. Yes, he got to D1 with it for sure. Yeah, I'm just okay, Robbie. I'm just getting to this one. Like, listen, and they post the sound sheet, and it's like, what's funny about Steve Rummage saying, "I really love Carly Jones"? Like, what's funny about that? I really love this team. Like, what's funny about that? Hey, let's play some sound of Marcus and Steve saying, "Oh, we really enjoy watching this team and watching them grow." Ha 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 ha. What is funny about that? I know, Robbie. Listen, I know. I don't understand. I mean, and maybe it's my fault a little bit too, because maybe it's like myself and Steve take it personal because I never want to do this. I never want to be the guy to say, "You haven't played anything. You haven't won anything. How do you know any?" I mean, because granted, you don't have to really play to know a lot about the game, but it's like, but when you haven't even tried to play any sports because you ain't been able to sports, it's like, I mean, even James got some room to run his yap a little bit. Like, I get it, but golly, Just hit like, 'cause you spend all your time trolling these coaches that make $5 million a year and calling them stupid. These coaches aren't stupid. These coaches made millionaires out of hundreds of people around them. You sitting around, he's stupid. Hey, it's awesome that, hey, what do you think he is? It's like, God, Jesus. I mean, listen, I know everybody got their own styles, and everybody's, everybody entertains their own way. Oh, that sucked. Who would you current coach that I would most want to play for? Gabe, the current coach that I would most want to play for. Who have I watched that I would just love to play for? Ooh, that's a great question. Who do I like watching? Who do I like watching? Who do I like watching that I would want to play for, just style-wise? Florida State. Florida State. They just get out there and D up with long arms and just go for it. I would love to play for Florida State. Just get out there. Look, me and a bunch of other 6'5", 6'6" dudes just go and get it. I don't know what's up with Stallings. Oh, see, here's the problem. Cam, the reason I don't say Penny is because it's too wild. It's too wild, and I know that gets frustrating. That gets frustrating because it's like you never know. Ooh. Did y'all see him put him on the ground for Seton Hall? Oh, that's gonna be a highlight. I know, right, Robbie? I just saw that. Oh yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Oh no, you can't be out there airballing. Oh no, Seton Hall's breaking down. They're up 30. They're up 30. Oh, Kevin, I don't know about Kevin Stallings. Like I said, I do like the Florida State. I think Penny's is way too loose. Maybe 939. Maybe 939. The Cash App that goes to any donations that come from here go right to paying for the streaming. Go right to my equipment. Keeps it set up. It keeps us wanting and setting aside time to do our live streams and the videos. So maybe 939. Anything you send there is very, very much appreciated. Like I said, it helps us set up the shop and keep the show going. My speeds are getting faster. Wait a minute. Do you mean my TV speed? My streaming speed? Because that's funny. Cody's calling it Aiden getting a double tomorrow. You know what? Now y'all got me all excited. I'm getting a cocktail right now. It is 10:51. Y'all give me like 90 seconds. Give me like 90 seconds so I can pour myself a nice little evening drink. Couple seconds. Got me thinking about what coaches I'd like to play for. Starting to get excited about Western Kentucky. All that good stuff.
Add some thrill to your wish list at the Season of Audi sales.
So kids, what do you want for lunch?
I want pizza. I want tacos. Pizza. Tacos. Pizza.
What about Subway? It's a good call and everyone loves it.
We raised our kids on it.
So to stop the bickering, chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon ranch.
Mom, Jay's copying me.
No, not at all.
They just copying me. Grow up.
Mom,
Knock it off!
Good food that's good for you, but good for you. Now, only in the Subway app, get a free footlong when you buy two, because it's footlong season.
Pirates will look for 3 minutes to get their first victory of the year. Look at some of the greats, starting with PJ Carlesimo, that are.
Where's my favorite glass at, people? Where's my 93.9 at? I found it.
pretty good team they had.
Where's my focus at?
DJ coaching them
I
up.
found it.
You know it's weird.
Where's my sky at? I found it.
I would imagine PJ might have something to say about that.
Where is my? Oh man.
PJ has something to say about a lot of things.
There it is.
The rebound. They just tried to play a clean 3 minutes on both sides.
A clean 3 minutes, huh?
Does Iona come out with something? You think they come out with something in the first half for sure?
And I think
Wait a minute. Oh, Kevin Stallings. You should look up Kevin O'Neal. That's who I was supposed to flourish under. Robbie, were you talking about speeds? Were you talking about the internet speeds or something else? I know. Listen, Caleb, 100%. My 93.9 favorite glass. Thanks for joining me, gentlemen. Cheers. But so we have to get these what do they call those snowball microphones? So when we're doing the streams, we're not like echoing y'all head off. And I am so sorry about if you were streaming the beginning of the show today. Where's my piece at? If you were streaming the beginning of the show today, I'm sorry about the sound. There's a little converter piece, right? Costs about $20. It's a converter piece that I left at home. I need to keep one at the studio and one at home. But there's a converter piece that I forgot. It goes from the studio equipment to the computer, but it goes to a USB. I didn't have it, so I had to plug my computer straight into the op board at the studio, into my mic, to my little headphone jack, right? So when I went back and listened to the opening, it sounded like shite. And I was so disappointed because I wanted y'all, like, especially like I said, if you came to stream that show, I wanted you to enjoy that one. Because boy, was that funny. And let me tell you this. Cheers for sure. Listen. Cheers. Hold on. Best part is I'm gonna kick back. I gotta watch a game against Seton Hall. Oh, listen, Caleb. I'm definitely gonna watch probably Seton Hall. I'm gonna watch Western. I'm gonna watch Western Kentucky, West Virginia a little closer this time. Wait a minute. Listen. I'm going to one more game. I'm gonna watch that. I'll probably watch that Richmond, Kentucky. I'll probably watch the condensed version. That one's gonna be fun to watch. But let me see. File. Let me see. Maybe I'll be able to play this one. New window. Let's go here. I had to jump on Brian. Tell Brian to stop leaving the studio without. Tell him stop leaving the studio without posting the making sure the podcasts are up because people were getting with me. That hour one is still not up on ESPN Louisville. Oh, there it is. I think we got it, y'all.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Katie George here. How would you hour and up to $150?
I think we got it, y'all. Oh. Hold on. I think we got it. Hold on. Okay, I'll do this one more time. Let's go. Let's go share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. I gotta share the audio too on this one. Wait a minute. StreamYard wants to share the content. So would you like to share? Yeah, this is what I want to share. Share audio. Ooh, y'all.
UPS, join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and take pride in a good day's work. Earn $14.50 per hour and up to $150 per week in bonuses. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/Louisville.
I don't know.
Richmond.
Glenn. I'm doing that right now.
Richmond.
Glenn.
Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond.
Well, right now, Coyle Chevrolet in Clarksville is offering ESPN Louisville listeners an extra $1,000 off the purchase of any new Chevy when you use the promo code COIL75.
Oh, no. Listen,
so visit
Glenn,
CoyleDeals.com, find your new Chevy, then mention
design.
COIL75 at purchase and save an extra $1,000. Coyle, where the flag is flying and Kentuckiana is buying.
We can
Restrictions may
definitely
apply. See
brainstorm on
dealer for
slogans,
complete
but I'll
details.
show you
The
my
teams
original
are back in
one.
action. Get
listen,
that same
only
feeling
because y'all
starting a
ain't
new
I'll show
job
you
with
my-
UPS. Join Team
my
Louisville
first
as a
line of
warehouse
shirts
worker
that will be
and take
available.
pride in a good day's work. Earn $14.50 per
gonna
hour and
send
up
it.
to $150 per week in
Shout out to
bonuses.
Christopher.
Search and
You
apply
get to
now at
see this too if you're still here.
upsjobs.com/Louisville.
Listen.
Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. Where we from? Richmond. What's my hometown? Richmond. Where we live? Richmond. Rich what?
No matter what,
that was so much fun.
on my mind, I can never get.
Were y'all there? Listen, were y'all there at 10 o'clock? Listen, can you imagine what their faces looked like when we were doing that this morning? Can you imagine how pissy everybody looks walking through? Where are we from? Okay, okay, I will show y'all this. This is what's on deck. I will send it to myself. It should be coming up on here. Okay, there it is. Okay, what we're gonna do is, hold on, we gotta. I'm a little slow, people. Bear with me. We'll send this right to the desktop. My first release. Okay. Keep your eyes open, people. Here it comes. Hold on. Here it comes. That is going to be the first, just the initial made for the Ville. That is, I'm actually gonna have the logo higher on the shirt. It's a little low for me, especially because I got a little bit of a belly. So that I don't want the curvature right at the belly, but that is the one that is coming soon. Yeah. Maybe I'll have a couple opening giveaways or something, get it out there. But yeah, that's coming up. So y'all tell me, will that work or what? Just for the opening one. Wait, real bet. What do you? Oh, like gambling bet. So yeah, just like, and you know me, like I rarely even wear light color shirts like this. So yeah, I think that one's gonna work for sure. So wait, if I bet Western plus 4.5, does that mean U of L has to win and win by 5? No. If you bet Western plus 4 and 5, that means you're taking Western plus 4.5 to bet. Yeah, if you bet Western plus 4.5, you're taking Western, and Louisville has to you know, I mean, you get what I'm saying. You're taking Western to win, and if they lose, they can lose by less than 4.5. Yeah, but don't let me explain it, because I would feel terrible if I didn't explain it right, and you thought you won, and you're like, I was listening to Maven. Western plus 4.5 is Western and 4.5 points, whatever their final score is. If you take Louisville minus 4.5, then Louisville has to win by 5 points. Y'all remember when Steve got so pumped about the wait a minute, is that the one guy? Wait a minute. Listen, I have a question, y'all. Bowling. I don't know much about bowling. Is that dude Norm Duke? Is that the dude who said, "Whoever you think you are, I am"? Is that him? I know, Robbie. Like, listen, I don't waste $5 on gambling. Like, it kills me. It just kills me to waste $5 on gambling. Like I said, okay, Chris, that is Norm Duke, the dude that be acting up. He putting on the show. Yeah, okay, that's him. Listen, FS1 just went to bowling. I realized it too. Listen, all the other apps except for ESPN, the other apps work perfect. They have me, almost up to date. That ESPN app is just getting trash. That's getting trash. Exit Fox Sports, yes. Hashtag. Yeah, I'll probably do the made for the. I'll probably do the hat. I probably, just see if anybody likes the stuff. Of course, I can't put the ESPN Louisville stuff on it. No rights to that. Can't put no Cardinal logos on your stuff. No rights to that. Wait a minute. So, okay, well, let me ask y'all. Is there big time pressure for the Western Kentucky game? I am curious about that one. Hold on 1 second. Western Kentucky. Hold on. Let me look at the. I want the basketball roster. Actually, I really would rather have the stats. Here, y'all sit tight with me. Let's bring up some Western Kentucky information. This basketball schedule comes up like this. Let's go here. West Virginia. Let's click on this game. Let's start right here. Or let me bring this up and see what y'all think about this. StreamYard. Let's add let's add to this page. I'm slow. Just bear with me. Okay. Western Kentucky. Hollingsworth had 13 on him. 3 assists, 1 rebound. Bassey, 15 and 8. What do you think about 15 and 8? Wait a minute. Did Bassey only play 19 minutes? We got to get him in foul trouble. I didn't know he only played 19 minutes. Hollingsworth, 31 minutes. Carson Williams, 31 minutes. Davion McKnight, 14 minutes. 14. So minutes. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Something can't be right either, because why would we still be ranked 29? Why would we come in at 29 and be a 5-point favorite over Western Kentucky? Something about that one doesn't feel quite right. We talked about the physical play last night on the live stream. Yeah, Bassey is a beast. When you say contain, you just got to keep him out the dunking paint. Listen, if he works you with left and right hand jump hooks and stuff, like, kudos to him. But you just can't let him get the rebounds and just be all over you. You can't let that happen. If you could stop that from happening, you're good to go. Went to the locker room for 6 minutes. Who are we talking about? Went to the locker room for 6 minutes. Who? I went with the Sky brand, of course, but I'm doing my Western Kentucky scouting. I may look at a little bit of UK. I had to see what that Iona team looks like, and I feel a little guilty, but from now on, I'm going to be really cheering for Iona. But I was kind of glad Seton Hall beat them pretty good, because it made our win feel a little more validated. Yeah, like I said, I went with my favorite 93 dime evening glass. I got to actually, I'm gonna play this one more time just for y'all, because I had so much fun playing it. New window over here, history over here. ESPN. Let's see if this is the right one. Let's see. This is the right one. This is hour 2. This is hour 1. I don't want the sound to be horrible to y'all. But let's try it one more time. And I'm kind of training myself, y'all, too, so I won't take it personal if y'all don't like the production value of what I'm doing here, because I'm not the best, but just trying to get a little better with everything.
Iona, Katie George here. How would you like to save an extra $1,000 on a brand new Chevrolet? Well, right now, Coyle Chevrolet in Clarksville is offering ESPN Louisville listeners an extra $1,000 off the purchase of a new Chevy when you use the promo code COIL75. So visit CoilDeals.com, find your new Chevy, then mention COIL75 at purchase and save an extra $1,000. Coil, where the flag is flying and Kentucky is buying. He's going tomorrow. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for complete details.
The teams are back in action. Get that same feeling starting a new job with UPS. Join Team Louisville as a warehouse worker and take pride in a good day's work. Earn $14.50 per hour and up to $150 per week in bonuses. Search and apply now at upsjobs.com/Louisville.
Richmond? Rich what? Richmond. Rich what? Richmond. Rich what?
Oh my God.
Richmond. Where we from? Richmond. What's my hometown? Richmond. Where we live? Richmond. Rich what?
How's the sound? I couldn't help myself, y'all. I couldn't help myself.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I
This young team learn on the fly, man.
The process, Steve,
is
it's winning team, but
golly.
Rock Diener and Perrin Johnson.
Oh, I was so mad at them.
Steve, I woke up this
I
morning.
was so mad at them for not talking about the UK
about
game
the
at
weekend
all.
I just had, right?
I was so disappointed.
I was just excited in general, you know.
But then I was like,
waiting for
they
the-
must
the-
just be
the
leaving
theme
that
show
on the
to come
table
on
for
and
me.
ding, 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 ding. I'm waiting for the music comes
Okay.
on.
Yeah, it was
I'm wanting to hear what they got to
I
say.
did have fun with that.
We're 3 games in, and this really might be one of my favorite teams ever. It just feels like a
Okay, there you go.
different, and maybe this is
Okay, well, we're getting better bringing up the other screens. I'll get some better overlays too. I know y'all are tired of looking at my I know y'all get tired of looking at my horrible colored walls. I don't do a lot of. I don't have like pictures and stuff in the background. The cornrows, that was funny. I mean, like, but here's the thing. You barely even have enough time to like really get haircuts. You just you might as well grow your hair out and get braids. And you remember how the girls how they was acting over Iverson at the time? It's like, man, I gotta get braided up. They get it cracking. So yeah, we had to. Yeah, the cornrows, that was fun though. Look, during the cornrow era, right? Cornrow era, you would have practice. Let's say you had practice from 3 to 5:20 or something. I won't say that much. Let's just say 3 to 4:45. Hour 45-minute practice. So you get out of there 4:45, shower, look, you would have to go what was the wing spot? What was the wing spot back then? Like, it wasn't Wings and Things or something like that. But listen, this is what I used to do. 4:45, you get out. Listen, I can't remember what it was. They used to have some honey barbecue wings. Anyway, point being, I would get out of practice 4:45, try to shower up, and listen. I had to go down to 41st and Broadway to get my hair braided. You had to check into what is it, Executive West? Is it still called Executive West? We used to stay on game during the season. We used to have to stay at Executive West. You had to be there by 7 or 8 or something, right? Which means damn, you only got 3 hours to take care of any kind of business you take up. So you get out of practice. I grab something to eat on the way to, or try to go get my hair braided. I would get some wings, get a whole bunch of wings, food, dinners at 7 or 8, and then you have film right after you eat. Maybe you filmed before you ate. But anyway, point being, you have film in one room at Executive West, and once you can't look, here's the problem. You get to Executive West at 7 o'clock, and you're on lockdown. You can't leave the house. You can't go nowhere. It used to suck. Because it was, you talk about young dudes. You talk about young dudes got all kind of energy. I'm going to be up all night. And as y'all can tell, I'm a little night owl. So, yeah, you would just be hoping that Rick Bell left early or something. So, and a lot of times I would leave Executive West at like at like 12:30 just to go home and sleep in my own bed. By the time I had my own apartment, boy, you couldn't tell. I ain't staying in this hotel all month long. I am staying in my own bed. I'm a grown man. So that was always funny. Yeah, but I would always have to no, look, no, I want good production. Listen, people, donate to the Cash App. They donate to the channel. I always want to make the production better. It's like the show. I want to make it better. But yeah, I would leave the Executive West. And, one time they followed me. One time I thought the security was gone. One time, yeah. I thought security was gone, but they was sitting in their car. As soon as they left the floor, because we were like on the top floor, as soon as they left the floor, I went down to my car. I probably had sandals on and jogging pants. I went down to my car. I drove home. And the next day, the guy who ran security was like, did you sleep good? And I was like, yeah, like, what's up? And he was like, yeah, he's like, glad you made it home, okay? And I was kind of like, what you mean? He was like, yeah, we made sure you got home okay last night. And he had me totally busted. I was like, okay, you got me. But I ended up having to go to run laps for breakfast, like the next day. So I got in trouble, but it wasn't terrible. Okay, so wait, does anybody know what time the Kentucky-Kansas game is? And tell me that's not the same time as us. Do y'all know? Tell me, do y'all know? Do y'all know what time the Kansas-Kentucky game is? I gotta do pregame. I should know what time the game is. WKU versus Louisville basketball. It is at our game. It's tomorrow at 6. Pre-game at 5. Then we play tomorrow at 6. What time is UK Kansas? UK can't. Tomorrow it's at 9:30. Okay, perfect. Rob, you don't watch them? You don't watch you don't want to watch UK Kansas? I'll be hating so hard on that Kentucky game. And here's the thing. I don't hate the team collection, but it's one of those things like the Richmond thing is funny. And I kind of want to still be able to laugh about the Richmond thing a little while longer. So, if they get busted by Kansas and then they start playing better, I'm okay with that. Because, like I said, I like the athletes they got. But I don't like how nobody's pressing them on the coach and his comments. Nobody's pressing them like they should. Did y'all hear Calipari's post-game comments about fanless environment? It's just like we're just playing basketball. I do remember that. That was funny. No, listen. You hear what he said? I sent it to Steve early this morning. I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that. Hold on. Who called him on it? I want to know who actually called him on that one. Because it was a local media guy. Who called him on that? Who called him out? It had to be Eric Crawford. Look, like I said it on the show today, people, but I'm still flabbergasted on this one. John Calipari on his post-game radio show, quote, "Without fans in Rupp, we're just playing a basketball game on a court." This is what he said. Without fans in Rupp, we're just playing a basketball game on a court. They would kill Matt if he lost to Richmond and that was his post-game comment. I know, Pete. That I know. Rich man. Listen, I swear. If any coach, listen, Coach Mack even said it. I don't even want to be the coach that lost to Bellarmine here. If he lost to Bellarmine and said, and we respect the hell out of Bellarmine. If he lost to Bellarmine and said, "Oh, with no fans, it's just like we're just playing basketball." That one quote should be like the career quote, you know what I'm saying, of Louisville fans making fun of Cal, saying you just get all the studs. It's Rupp Arena cheating. It's Rupp Arena intimidation to the fans. I mean, I will say this. If it was a packed house, the fans would have punked the referees. Think about that. Sweeney and them will replay every segment of Satterfield Mac and make fun of it. And when it comes to calling out Calipari, what do? Try to make fun of James to get him to call out Calipari. No, you call him out. You the troll guy. That was so funny though. Look, and here's the thing. And look what happens. You got Western Kentucky. Now Sweeney, which is a good get. You get Stansbury right on the show. Great job. But here's the thing. I mean, it's just hating. Look at this. You know what? You know how they say don't punch down, like don't even let that disturb your peace. This is ridiculous. Or threaten the ref's business. Either that loss. Yeah, that don't forget. They are young. Philly just caught a Hail Mary. So your boy Process probably bet against Philly. He's gonna freak out. I swear, y'all. ESPN, they must be like Apple. Like I swear, they're purposely slowing down their streaming service to get you to just buy cable. It's got to be it, right? ESPN gets you they're slowing down their streaming, so you just get raw ESPN. Withers game reminds you of Derek Smith. That's a good one. So is that Hail Mary? Is that have a gambling effects? What's the word I'm thinking of? Does that have implications? Sorry about that. Does that have gambling implications? I don't know. Yeah, listen, that was brutal. That was brutal. Beefs, do you use StreamYard or Streamlabs or OBS? What do you use for your podcasting stuff? Like, do you use the Zoom? if you're still here. Listen, man. Okay. You do use Zoom. Yeah, I have that too. I'll say this: the Withers thing. Michael, let me get to your comment. One quick second. I want to address Rucha. Listen, Withers, the Withers situation. Keep an eye on that one. Withers, I'm telling you, man. Like his dad, when he was on his recruiting visit right before he signed, right? I was in Coach Mack's office with his dad, right? And when his dad, when Withers, like when he was like, off with the staff and everything, I'm talking to his dad who played at UNC Charlotte. And his dad was like, think about this. This was his dad. I'm sitting in Coach Mack's on the balcony talking to Jalen Withers' dad. I just happened to be over there watching the team when they were there on a visit or whatever. But I'm telling you, his dad was like, I'm not really fooling with this kid until he starts realizing, how much potential he really has. And I don't mean fooling with him like not, I mean, he's just not being hard on him until he realizes that he wants it, like he really wants it bad. Like he liked playing. Like Jalen liked playing. He liked being good. But his dad was like, when he turns the corner, I'm gonna get with him. I'm gonna get him right, And I really enjoyed that because, I think the parents that experienced success, because you got to think he was still playing overseas, back on and off around that time. So just to hear him say he knows he got a lot of potential, but I'm not going to like yell and scream and bark at him and tell him how much potential he, or he tells him he got a lot of potential, but until he sees the aggression match the potential, that's when it's on. When you listen to Jalen Withers start screaming, start getting stronger, his confidence goes up. And I'm telling you, like, listen, a team like Prairie View was the perfect warm-up game to start getting his confidence going. You can score, you can be strong, you can power through people. So the Jalen Withers thing, that like I said, Western Kentucky has seniors and juniors. It's going to be tough. They know all the tricks. It's going to be tough. But if Jalen turns the corner, be careful. A lot of people, and you get on a couple of shows because, yeah, I know. Yes, I do agree with that. Michael, I'm just now reading it, Michael. I listen. I mean, but I mean, I don't want to hate though. I don't want to hate. Because I would use it too. So I guess what you're saying is true, but I guess there ain't no shame in that. I think Seattle was on 6.5. 6. I bet some people okay. So if that, man, they hit those spreads a little too often, man. Those scare me, man. It scares me how accurate they can be because with fluke plays. Sometimes I swear Vegas has the sports almanac from Back to the Future. Anyone remember Quincy Miller? Of course. I think Withers may become what I thought Miller would be if he came here. I could play that game. I could play that game. Withers' upside is better. But here's the other problem. Withers' upside is so good. If he turns into what we need him to be, he'll leave. If Prairie View Withers has a good year, yes, yeah, of course, man. Like I said, I schedule a million things, man. I say, but I didn't forget that we're supposed to, that we're going to get together. I will say that. Yes, you do have a number, right? Or you can email. This is my email. You can always email this to me. Oh yeah, it's just made for the bill at Gmail. Okay. Yeah. I just wasn't sure. If Withers gets the Earl Clark body. Oh yeah, no. If he gets the Earl Clark body, not watch out, he's out. If put it this way, if Prairie View Jalen Withers shows up for the majority of this basketball season, Jalen Withers is gone. He'll skyrocket up the potential draft board. Listen, that 3-pointer, okay, Jalen Withers gets the dunk, right? I talked about it during the show. He kind of looks at people, after the dunk. I talked about how some of the other players looked at Withers like, this dude is different, right? Go back and look at Jalen Withers from the corner. When he hits that 3-pointer from the corner, got the back dude on the bench just kind of looks at his teammate like, wow. Like you can see the reaction behind him is kind of like deflating. 6'9" dudes in the corner. And listen, and Withers kind of had a snap to it too. It wasn't like how some people shoot and they like hold it and they're kind of moving their body like they don't know if it's going to go in or not. Withers lets it go from the corner and just kind of like knows it's good. You shoot a ball like that with that much confidence, and you have a decent, a good year. Man, I don't know what Withers would have to average, but if Withers like averages 13 or 14 and highlights it up pretty good as a redshirt freshman, I mean, think about this. Withers blows around a guy at 6'9" on the wing and can shoot and can switch on defense. Be careful with him. Be careful. Look, it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Mack started getting mad all of a sudden and benching Withers all the time. Like, I ain't going to let you leave me. I ain't going to let you just get 1 year and leave me like that. Do I think? Nah, but I mean, I remember one time Alex and Nate grabbed me and they jumped me in the practice because they was mad at me. Alex almost caved my chest in. Like, I still can remember how mad I was at him for hitting me in my chest like that. Like, I wanted to come back and hit him with a bat. Because it was one of those, like, they're kind of joking, but kind of not. And, like, I wanted to, like, beat them both up after that. But, no, God. Alex was so big. And Alex, and Alex, whenever he had a cocktail or a beer, whenever Alex would touch you, it just be, just heavy-handed. And you just like, God, man, don't stop touching me, man. Like, yo, hey, you too strong. Yeah, like whenever he laughed, he would just kind of hit you. So it hurt so bad. Yeah. I do believe in Jalen Withers' potential big time. I'm a big stock guy in that one. 100%. Yeah. So any question? Yeah, I know. You know what I think? You know what I think, Robbie? This is what I talk about when you talk about Alex peaked too early. Like, Alex was too good too early. Like, he's one of those guys, like, you know how Jay Scrubb went early. And it wasn't the traditional way to go. Like, Alex should have left early like that too. He was just too adult. Like Alex was a real grown man by the time I got there. Just the way he, you got to think about this too. Alex was on tour with the Ghetto Boys when the Ghetto Boys was the Ghetto Boys. Alex is from Fifth Ward, Texas. He ran around with them like he was a bodyguard when he was like 15. He was like a superhuman child running around with the ghetto boys. So by the time he got to college, like he had already seen and done everything. He went to Oak Hill with Stackhouse and them. He was a grown man. Like college just gave him too much. It gave him too much distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have just gone ahead and got an agent like almost out of Oak Hill. You know what I'm saying? And then he got into the high post, which was good, but coming out of school, he probably should have just got an agent and jumped, man. Before people had time to figure him out and scout him out and stuff like that. He did do the beefs. I agree. I do look forward to Malik coming back. But I do also worry the chemistry thing. Like by the time Malik comes back, I think he'll be an addition, not like a cornerstone. Actually, I don't even think he starts when he comes back. Like I don't think he gets a starting spot back. I don't think he starts. I don't think Malik Williams is going to start this year at all. I just think like whatever he comes back and can contribute, because by then Jalen Withers will have 15 games under his belt, and Soslinski will have minutes under his belt. Aiden will have all these minutes under his belt. Big Wiznitzer will have all these minutes under his belt. Like Mac will already have a system. I mean, unless those guys also get injured too, I just think Malik will be excited when he comes off the bench, but not just the open start. Yeah. Look. If I said that on the radio, Gabe, that would be someone else's complete show. So here's the thing. Think about that. I can't even talk like that. I'm glad y'all hanging out with me. I can't even talk like that because I got to share my show material with everybody else in there. Yeah, that does sound like a kind of a hot take. And that's my first thought. Like I said, over time, the guys don't really start stepping up. I just think to be a good team, and Mac doesn't mind the squad he has right now, the way they're playing, with Sam. He doesn't mind that squad. Charles Minlin's a strong guy. He'll be in there. He'll be in there, being a dog. So, yeah, I just think Malik, he's going to miss so much time, and they're going to have to be so careful with his rehab. And, I mean, 2 foot surgeries. Coach Mack didn't want him hurt. He wants to be able to use him. And a starter is going to play, unless you have 2 7-footers, Enoch and Malik. A starter plays 26, 27 minutes. You're not playing 20. I just can't see a situation or if he does start, it's going to be like start, but he'll be on the bench after 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then you might not see him till the last, 6 minutes of the first half or something. But the meat of your game will be played by the other guys. And I don't know how Malik's how confident he'll be moving around. He already didn't really jump a lot around people. So yeah, I don't think, but again, I'm going to love having him on available, contribution, all that good stuff, but just starter minutes, I don't think so. Listen, I don't, it's not a political thing, but the only time you're going to see me doing that is when I'm going to Kroger or something. Listen, do you hear Bob Like he's doing shows with the mask on, and I don't think that's gonna work. He's gonna have to start. He's gonna have to wear one of those face shields or something because he sounds like he's wearing a mask when he's talking on the during the games, and people are gonna start saying something about that. I mean, I saw people. People say, yes, Gabe, I agree 100%. Foot injuries for big men. Listen, toe injuries. Like, I think it was my junior year, getting my toe taped every single game. I knew my toe, something was wrong with it. It had to be I was like, is this what turf toe is? I just knew it was a broken bone in it, hairline fracture or something. They're going to try to tape it 10 different ways for Sam. And that's going to suck. But did you hear Coach Mack say, when asked about Sam Williamson, Coach Mack says he's tough. He'll play when he's ready to play. That was, to me, that was kind of a nudge of Coach Mack saying, dude, your toe is going to hurt. Your toe is just going to hurt. I know it. You know it. We all know it. So if you're just waiting for your toe to get healthy, you're out 6 weeks. You're out 6 to 8 weeks if you're waiting for your toe not to hurt. Basketball players, big toe just hurts. And your toe is going to hurt. If you can't do any more damage to your toe, you might as well play. And this is not me like wanting him to play. Like, listen, I feel you. If you want to take 6 weeks off, that's the only way your toe's going to get back right. And and after 6 weeks, soon as you play a game, it's gonna still hurt. Basketball players, big Rue. Man. Rue. Me too. We just disagree in theory. Like I said, I just theoretically, like. And here's the thing. I don't worry about, I worry about what the kids are losing. And to me, somebody like Bob doesn't care what the kids are losing at all. I mean, of course, that's a mean thing to say. Like, oh, what do you mean I don't care? Like, everybody cares. I just think on his priority list, to me, all these kids are missing their high schools and seasons, and they're just getting locked into computers, and their health is going down. Kids are not having kids. They're not, clubs are not open. People aren't reproducing, like it's all kind of bad stuff. And keep in mind, if you haven't been around a lot of people the last 6 months, your immune system is weak. If you haven't been eating healthy and being around people, everybody's immune system is getting weaker and weaker and weaker because germs is what builds up your immune system. So that's the real truth. And yeah, Bob goes hard on it. Bob goes real hard. Oh, listen, pinky toe, not too bad, but your big toe, that's where look, Chris, what did he say? I know I didn't listen, but here's the problem, Chris. All of that Calipari content, you lost to Richmond. Calipari didn't do a post-game press conference. Calipari said on his show, it's just basketball without fans in the stadium. Like that was an excuse. It was one other thing he did or said. But I'm like, all that content, and today's the day. Y'all want to talk. This Louisville team is like, dude, we spent the last 3 months trying to get you to talk Louisville football and Louisville basketball. If you really are covering the sports, but it's like today's the day. Everybody just wants to talk all Louisville sports. That irritates me to no end. You know, it does. It does. But that's why I like having the show, though. Listen, Chris. I know. Listen, your big toe, if you do anything, your big toe is a sacrificial lamb of the body. if you're an active person at all. Yeah. The big toe will take anybody out. I would hate. I would hate playing for Mac. I would love the attitude part of it, but he don't do the transition for real. He doesn't do the transition. And you can't get in passing lanes. There's no gambling. Like, oh my God. It's just closing out. Oh my God, that would drive me crazy. No, I like the pressing and stuff. People, I don't listen for the shaded stuff. Like I said, Sam, I'm sure they probably are going to put they're going to probably put some kind of hard reinforcement under his toe a little bit. He doesn't get, that may be true, Cody. That may be true. I got to judge him differently now too, because everything looks so much different from last year offensively that he may have just been working with what he had. So I will hold out on I would hate playing for Mac until I see a little more of this new style play. That's a good point. That's a fair point. They're probably going to do the, the kind of wet cast or something underneath his foot. You know what I'm saying? Just probably reinforce it. He'll probably just have tape strips on the bottom and the side. And just probably try to keep his big toe from moving that much. And Sam already kind of got a funny little ginger walk, right? So like I said, they're just gonna say, Sam, it's gonna hurt. The moment Sam has full flexibility on his big toe, and when he comes back, he's gonna go, and they're gonna like take some x-rays, and they're gonna say, listen, there are no broken bones. It is not gonna get it. It's back in place. Your toe is back in place. It's either you're gonna shut it down or you're not. If by them saying day to day, it sounds like he said he doesn't want to shut it down. So I still don't know if I particularly want him to play though. The high post can. I like David in transition. Make sure I don't want to see him shooting 3-pointers in transition though. That's the only thing. But here's the thing. I did see the beard, but I have seen him with the beard when it's kind of shaped up and it looks right. But it's the mask. It's the mask with the beard thing that looked crazy. I will say that. It's a mask with the beard. Appreciate it, Rob. Yeah, like I said, listen. The 100%, the donations, the cash apps, they make it all very, very easy to keep shows going 2-3 times a day and keep up with all the information we get. I can pass it right along on the YouTube channel. I don't have to wait for the show. I don't have to worry about them remixing all the content and stuff like that. So I do enjoy this platform a whole lot. The high post is big time. Is Sam a transition guy? I did see the beard though, man. Golly, that was pretty funny. I don't know if Sam is a transition guy. I don't know how fast he is. I don't know how fast Sam Williamson is, because like I say, he has a slow gallop, but that's not saying he can't put his head down and really get it. So I'm not sure. Apathetic. Did Coach Crum like Rick? I'll say this: the Coach Crum, Tom Jurich, Rick transition, it was done really wrong. Like it was done really wrong, really uncomfortable. It was you know, it was a bad deal. So it wasn't personal between Coach Crum and Rick. Like he respected him as a coach, and they got two different. Like it's one of those things that you know. It's kind of like trolling radio shows and the way I do things. Like we just don't do anything the same. So you stay over there and do your thing. I'll stay here and do mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the thing. Like the only way I explain is like, listen, don't troll my show. I won't troll yours. You know, it's like I think Coach Crum was more like that. Like, hey, don't say nothing about me. I won't say anything about you. Don't talk about my players, my talent, or my style. I won't say anything about you. Mind our business, go our separate ways. So yeah, I just think they didn't know each other like that. Like they never crossed paths. Hollingsworth questionable, but Chris, he's questionable with hyperextended elbow and a thumb. Is that what it is? Yeah, I got you. The transition was bad. What I mean by that is Jurich was there. Jurich was already positioning people to get Coach Crum out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already kind of, the way I hear it, he made Coach Crum put an assistant coach on the staff, and the assistant coach on the staff was kind of the informant, right? And basically he was just supposed to, you know, watch and come up with ways that Coach Crum ain't doing his job, and then that'll be the reason to get him gone. And he was already just negotiating behind closed doors. So, you know, and it was just kind of you got to think, the announcement that Coach Crum wouldn't be coming back, it happened like we were in Utah or something. We were getting off the bus, and then there was some like news media just came up to the bus like, what do you think about your coach not coming back next year? We all like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So we go up in our hotel rooms, we turn on the TV. It's breaking news. Coach Crum will not be returning next year. It's like, what? You know, like what's going on? Like that's just dude been there 27 years or something. That wasn't right. Like I said, and that was me being a player seeing it happen. So, you know, like I said, and here's the thing. I love what Tom Jurich did. You know what I'm saying? I love what Coach Pitino did. So to me, it wasn't personal. It was just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a better way. You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna come, you know, like you were gonna have to replace him. And I just knew they weren't gonna let him choose his successor either. Like that wasn't gonna happen. So that was natural. Okay, Tavion's handle's already kind of shaky. He's a scorer, not a facilitator. You think so? You think so? No, Rue, do you remember that? Listen, Rue, I was telling somebody that a week ago. I was saying, I was talking to this you know, lady friend, and I was like, you remember that time I got arrested, right? And she was like, what? I was like, you remember that time I got arrested? And she was like, I didn't know you got arrested. I was like, yeah. I could not believe what they wrote in the paper about me. Because you remember, it was around Master P time. They said I was in the parking lot yelling, chill, 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 kill, kill, kill. Could you see me in a parking lot at a party yelling, chill, 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 kill, kill, kill? I read that about myself, and then in practice, I got to listen to Coach Crum say, Marcus, chill, kill, kill means kill the cops. That means 187 murder. I was like, what? I was like, what? Coach, I wasn't yelling no out. Listen, Rue, I was leaving the parking lot with soccer women recruits. I am not going to be in the parking lot causing no trouble at all. I cannot believe that cop came over there and grabbed me out of that car. I know, but that's when I knew. And Rue, you listen, you know what they did too? I mean, I've kind of told a story before. In my mug shot, I smiled because I didn't want them to put some angry looking face on TV. So I had a sweatsuit on. I had a polo sweatsuit on too. I smiled in my picture on TV. They used a picture from a game when I was like angry or celebrating, and they put that picture on the television as almost like it was my mug shot. I couldn't believe that. My feelings was hurt so bad when I saw the TV. But no, it was. I know, Robbie. I know. I was so disappointed when I saw the coverage of me getting arrested like that. And when I was in the jail, they were showing my highlights on TV. And the dude sitting right next to me looked over and then realized that was me he was looking at on TV. Right. Listen, and if you ever went to the jail back in the day, they have the plexiglass window over there where everybody's in the jumpsuits. Dude points at me from behind the plexiglass and kind of like asked me, am I a basketball player? And I shook my head, yeah. That was pretty funny. That was really, really funny. Just out of curiosity, what did Coach Crum? Oh, he's the best. Coach Wooden's the best. Most of our lessons and stories come directly from Coach Wooden. He's just the best. Coach Crum respected him more than anybody on the planet. Probably him and Bill Walton. Probably Coach Crum's favorite. If you said favorite coach or favorite person and favorite player, it's probably Bill Walton and Coach Wooden. Coach Crum did talk to Coach Mack about Syracuse. Yep, it was the Masterson. Yep, the Masterson situation. I was so disappointed because I'd never been in trouble before either, and it's like some cop picking on me in a parking lot. Now I got an arrest record, and people should know. People should know. The reason I am so I don't want to say anti-government. The reason I want to control like too much power in government is because they put things like you got to think about this. Even if I was singing that song in the Masterson parking lot, you realize the charge they put on me was terroristic threatening, right? So when you get charged with terrorism, you realize like after 9/11, they can put you in Guantanamo Bay with no trial, right? So the charge I got was terroristic threatening. They can put you in jail with no trial just for that being the charge. They can put you they can throw you away with no charge. Like even back then, I was like, you put the word terrorist behind my name, even if you accuse me of sitting in the parking lot singing a song, you know what I'm saying? Bout it. No limit, true. So like that don't even make sense. So even back then, it's been why I've always been a guy who was big on limiting government intervention. Just me personally. Like I said, I mean, I don't mind anybody, feeling some other kind of way. I just say that experience made me weary about people just arresting you and charging you with anything. And You know, it's like, because I don't want people Googling terroristic threatening and being able to say, oh, what's this about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a terrible accusation. So yeah, but it was funny because when I got out of jail, I was talking a lot of noise to my teammates. So of course I made the best of a situation. Masterson, yeah. I was got the hint. Yeah, he didn't welcome. But I've always said this. Coach P did not welcome the former guys because he knew the former guys was kind of salty. Like, he knew the former guys were loyal to Coach Crum. And it's one of those things like, your program got to be tight. Your program got to be tight or it'll get taken down really quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't trust every single person inside your program, you're going to get taken down. So, I mean, it sucked and it was messed up, but I understood why he was so protective of the people he brought in. Bringing in people he knows, bringing in people he trusts. But it was a bad move. Like, it was to me, I think overall it was a bad move because listen, you bring some Louisville guys in, they can earn your trust too. Eventually, at first they weren't, but like I said, I didn't hold it against them like most people did. Because like I said, I understand. Like, if a dude is naturally paranoid about, Coach Crum, people trying to sabotage him, what can you do about that? Everybody that wanted a job in there. Everybody that wanted to get in basketball. So whatever name you could think of that comes to mind, every name that you would imagine, yes. The answer is yes. Yeah, anybody that you think is like affiliated to Crum, it's just levels of how how mad they were. Yes, Robbie. It was recon, but it was medical evacuation in the first Gulf War. So what would happen is if there was a site where there was a bombing or something, my dad would have to, first of all, he would have to circle the area, make sure that there's not people squatting them. So he'd have to do a big circle around, then a smaller circle. And the whole time, he said his biggest fear was just somebody with a surface to air, shoulder rocket and just taking out the medical evacuation helicopter. Because helicopters aren't fast and maneuverable. So you got this big Black Hawk UH-60 chopper to go medical evacuation. So if there's a smoking area, you could have somebody just waiting on the medical helicopter to come. So when they determined that the area is likely clear, then my dad would come in, he would swing in, he would do a quick landing, and he said they would jump out and just throw the dude in, or whoever they had to pick up, even if it was a guy that had already passed away, and they had to go in there and collect it. And he talked about right. Like don't call me a terrorist though. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, my dad's a proud helicopter pilot. He's a proud, veteran. But he would run medical, recon, and evacuation missions in the first one. Actually, Robbie, I said it, but he flew the most Black Hawk UH-60 hours in the first Gulf operation. So people recommended, like, when people needed some serious stuff done, they would come to him to get it done. Man, it was off the chain. But yeah, that's why, like I said, if anybody ever wonders why I'm like, listen, I that's what the real, like, I know what the sacrifice is. Coach Crum, Goes back to the Wizard. God, I wish Coach Crum did some more podcasts or, like documented everything he knows. I don't know, man. That Michigan game was had little crowds in the Yum Center. That was awesome. Yum Center had some incredible crowds. I mean, when you say disappointment, like only one team wins it all. Like the biggest disappointment I've had was Minnesota. The biggest disappointment I probably had. Hey, Michigan and Indianapolis and Minnesota. Those are the only real deal disappointments. Very similar, Chris. David Johnson and Reese, very, very similar. Oh God! But but here's the problem, Cody. The Virginia game winner, he wins that, man. They make the tournament, and David Padgett gets a 4-year deal. And I just don't think he was ready. I don't think he was ready to recruit. I don't think he was ready. I just don't. He's great on air. He just wasn't ready to manage an entire an entire Louisville basketball organization. He just wasn't ready. And I'm so glad to hear him doing games, man. Because I hated criticizing Coach Padgett. Made me sick because I know he knew basketball. The Virginia game, yeah, like I said, I could handle it. I couldn't believe it, but I could handle it. And I wasn't the biggest Dangadell fan either. Like I was when he first was coming, but at some point I could tell Dangadell was kind of just going for his. And once I could tell he was just going for his, I wasn't a big Dangadell fan. And I knew he wasn't like concentrating. So I just wasn't, So I kind of, it wasn't a shocker. September. Dangadell is, Chris, that's a way of looking at it. He just, like I said, he just, and you know what? We probably helped Virginia get over their hump too. You know how Clemsoning was a thing, and they just need games to propel you. Like, golly, I feel like we propelled Clemson to get going. I was annoyed. Honest with so much potential. That annoyed me real good. Yum Center disappointments. Yeah, Yum Center. Yum Center disappointment was Duke. Was that my biggest Yum Center disappointment? Duke is my biggest Yum Center disappointment ever. Yeah, and Cody, he would lose weight. He would go home. Do you remember, Cody, when on senior night, do you remember the two ladies that came out with Honest? Yeah, Chris, I agree. Do y'all remember Honest on senior night? You remember those two ladies he brought out with him? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Please press the like button. Yeah, like we did two good long shows. Yeah, please press the like button. Yeah, it goes bad. Got many emotions in my life. Wait, you talking about senior night or senior night or Duke, Caleb? Ah, that's awesome. It's hard to gain weight too. Okay, Duke. Okay, yeah, it's hard to gain weight too. Robbie, he had the potential to be a beast. He had the potential. Dale had tons of potential, man, but he just wasn't. He was just trying to get to the money. Like I'm okay with that, but it wasn't good for the team at all. Yeah, the Duke thing. Listen, I had already left the Duke game to go over to the hotel. I always left at the 12-minute mark. But yeah, that was just the worst. So I got to do my film review, people. I'm going to do my Kentucky game, my Western Kentucky game, so I can set up for the pre-show. I got to do my notes. We're going to do a lot more of these. Listen, the donations make me look forward to this. I appreciate it. Maybe 939 Cash App. Listen, anything helps keep these things running smooth. Super chat works. Everybody knows how to use that. Thank y'all for hanging around, had a good time. But of course, I'm gonna still be up another 2 or 3 hours. So I'm gonna say goodnight, but that don't mean goodnight.